It is Friday, April 27th. Hello, weekend. The job of this show is to launch you into the weekend in beautiful fashion, and we cannot wait to do so. We're coming to you live from Indianapolis, Indiana! And we are just as excited for the weekend as you are, and we cannot wait to thrust you in there in beautiful fashion. We got news stories of the week that we all enjoyed. We got Friday bangers, amongst other things. We're going to have a great time today. Hey, Ty Schmidt, hit the music. Caught him off guard.
He really did.
He didn't expect that.
Wow.
Goddamn thing.
And we're back. At Heartland Booze is joining us, at Todd McComas, at Tactical Diggs, at Nick Morado, at Viva Lazito, at Ty Schmidt, and at Evan Foxy. At the Jeff Vibert and at Sean Latham are currently trying to get their motorcycle license from Harley Davidson Indianapolis. Cannot wait to watch the content that comes from that. Jeff Vibert on a motorcycle is going to be must watch. I cannot wait to see it. Every Friday, we try to talk about all the great things that happen in our world this week. We'll go around the room as we normally do, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. At Todd McComas, you go first. Favorite thing that happened this week in the world that is the one we live in.
The University of Utah has officially adopted a policy that includes cry closets being installed at school for students who need some alone time in the cry closet. Basically, it's a giant cardboard box with some comfortable little padding at the bottom that they can go in there and just sulk for an hour. And I think it's genius because I think ultimately their plan is probably to tape that person up in there and ship them off UPS to Pussytown.
Just expedite the process.
Yes.
Get them in the box themselves. You made a joke on things we should have blogged the other day that I lost it. You said, well, kids in Utah have been crying more than most kids because they've been forced into a religion, which I started dying laughing. It is crazy to think that Utah is mocked for so much.
Yes.
And now they just step themselves right up to the plate, put it right up on a platter and go, here you go, keep it going. A cry closet for the world we're living in. Foxy, this is your generation of humans, Foxy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
This is all 100% your fault.
I don't think it's me. I think it's them still. But yeah, it is my generation.
No, it's yous. You too. You too, Booze. That's your generation. Cry closets.
I mean, I'll be honest. I wish King's College had a fucking cry closet.
Why is that?
I mean, I procrastinated a lot. And I had a lot of papers to write, and I'll be honest, I cried in my dorm room.
Booze, you're making us look bad.
Yeah, no,
making
Booze.
us look
I'm not
look
afraid
bad.
to admit it. College sucked sometimes.
What?
With papers and stuff,
you know,
tests and whatnot.
I never took it serious enough to get that emotionally invested.
Yeah.
So I don't think it. Nick though went to school for extra years, so I think was there any moments where you got too flustered where you almost cried and shit like that?
Crying? No, you'd have to be a real soft candy ass. Cry over schoolwork, dude.
Booze was so you just cared so much. Booze cared so much.
I cared about my grades. I cared about my future.
Yeah, that's your biggest weakness is you care too much.
Yep.
Yeah.
You work
Too hard.
You cry
A little
too much. That cry closet is wild, though.
Yeah,
I mean, I said this
soft.
shit. It's going to turn into a jerk off closet very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People gonna
Like
find
you're
a
going to be
reason to go in
studying.
there.
There's going to be some good-looking girl in there with a whale tail hanging out the back. And you're going to have to go jerk one real quick in the cry box.
Are Mormons allowed to wear whale tails, A, and B, are they allowed to masturbate? I honestly, that's two questions
I
that just
assume-
came quickly
I
there.
assume they're allowed to for A, maybe, and B. No, right? They're not allowed to have any enjoyment.
I don't-
Are they monitoring how many people go in the room?
yeah, it's definitely camera. This might be a fucking an entire like a focus group situation. This might be like a
Yeah.
sociology study.
Yeah, if you read the
Really
rules,
could.
it's one
There's
person at a
rules.
time. You're only allowed to be in there for 10 minutes.
Is it
Well,
in public? It's like in the
It's
library.
in the library, right in the middle of the library.
So people are watching you go in. So
Yeah.
they're probably trying to figure out whether or not somebody will actually
Yeah.
go in there or not. What are you coming out of there? Just eyes swollen?
People looking at you. Like
I'm
you're
really
weird.
happy that box was there. Man, I got it all out of me. Now I just got an entire library staring at my pussy ass with swollen eyes.
Send me a nude from the cry box is what I'd be doing.
Diggs, favorite thing that happened this week?
My favorite thing that happened this week is that by 2020, China plans to give all 1.4 billion of its citizens a personal score based on how they behave. Some with low scores are already being punished if they want to travel. Nearly 11 million Chinese can no longer fly, and 4 million are barred from trains.
Now, here's the deal. We talked the other day about how judgy God was.
Right.
Right? It's in the book. Only
Yeah.
God can judge me. Now, China was the place that said you're not allowed to have any females, right? Is it females?
You go allowed one.
You're like,
Yeah.
they put a baby limit and then
Yeah.
they actually like kill the babies.
Correct.
Yeah.
China are some thugs, man.
They are.
China's some real thugs.
Well, they got a lot of people. They got a lot of people. They have to be, I think.
So is it just like in their
I don't-
genetics to be fucking all the
I
time?
don't think they think through their ideas. Like I think someone tosses out an idea and they're like, yep. Let's
This
do it
was
right
an-
now. Let's put it in right now and
And
see
they
what
can't.
happens.
Like that one
Just go
guy's
with it.
became a lifetime. He just wrote the law for himself, right, to be president forever. Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not a bad move. In a world where you can just create whatever laws you want, is he the next Jim Kong?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean,
It's
boy's
quite-
slipping a little
When
bit.
you're the president and the lawmakers, that's just kind of a dangerous thing, isn't it? Like, yeah.
It's worked out in the past really well. Yeah. People forget. Roger Goodell's currently in the middle of
There
it.
it is.
Yeah, I
There
mean
it
it's
is.
all happening. But the judging of people with a life score though is a bigger troll than almost anything that Jim Kong has done.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because now everybody's in a beauty pageant. You know, every day is a beauty pageant.
There was.
Can you imagine?
Oh, it'd be awesome. You better hope that you were like or that guy's taste, like the judger's taste. You know what I mean? Like, what if you donate to the wrong charity? What's going on, dude?
I believe I am the only one who has watched Black Mirror. It's a show on Netflix. Each episode is different, and it's basically a take on society and stuff like that. But they did an episode exactly like this, where you walk around and you have a 1 out of 5 rating over your head. And
Like an Uber score?
Yeah.
I've seen it. You can't buy a house in a certain neighborhood
If
if
you don't have over like 4 or 5, like shit like that. It's the
basically like
exact
a
same
credit
thing.
rating.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they're doing in real life.
Maybe now, if you become a lifelong president and you can make all the rules, would you not be researching better ideas? So maybe he watched Black Mirror. Maybe he had somebody in the group that's like, hey, got an idea for you. They did this thing on the show on Netflix. They stream everywhere. They're really smart people. A score over the head, and then we can fuck them over if they got a bad score.
And they're busy, so they have the patience to watch the end of the episode to see how it went wrong.
ADD really got them here.
So you're saying they just had like a big think tank, and then
Yeah.
one person just watched Netflix all night.
Yeah.
Like, let's do this right now.
Yeah, I got an idea. Yeah. That's not a bad.
The president was like, all right, you take Netflix, you take the internet, and then they all just fucking looked at
I mean, to be honest, that's kind of what we do now with like a credit score. It's just it's a much
really
more
kind of
subtle
is.
way. You don't actually just slap it on their forehead and say, "Yeah, you're a fucking 720," but this asshole over here is a 500. He's not getting shit.
Yeah, but credit score is only for purchasing things. This is for traveling. Like
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
like, you know what?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If this guy sucks as a human. Let's not even let him leave his fucking village. He's not leaving the train. You can't even get on trains, dude. If you really want to move, you got to walk. Because I mean, it's like everybody pay. It's karma, right? It's kind of like a karma thing, but you just got to worry about who's picking.
That's what I'm saying. In America, we're doing this. We're dipping our toes in the water. China, they just dove right in the deep end.
Yeah, 100%.
How shitty do you have to be like a negative score though?
probably like a
a mass
murderer,
murder?
like a
Yeah.
rapist.
What if you have the best score? Do you get a belt? Like champion of China?
I think only Jackie Chan has the best score.
Well deserved. That motherfucker did a lot of good. His score should be up there. That's who General So, right? He's probably,
Oh,
General
yeah,
So's
big
probably.
He
time.
did a
up
lot
there.
for that country.
Yao Ming's way up there.
I like that a lot. I like that. What would just happen right there a lot. Sucks for China. I mean, that sucks for you guys for sure. They need to start doing like what the California tax is. If they're trying to get rid of people, it sounds like, right? Like these are all the terrible things we're doing. Please hope you leave. Like, please get out of
And
here.
don't want to come back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please get out, please. I wonder if people will leave China because of this or not.
No, I assume that people with low ratings can't afford to leave China.
So they're forced to be there.
It's probably a whole shitty situation, I assume.
How do you earn points?
What age do they start judging you?
Probably get a job. Oh, yeah, fuck.
Well, yeah, because what if like I
I
was
was judged-
bad in
yeah.
elementary school? I was
Right.
bad, dude. Bad kid.
If they judge you during your terrible twos,
Oh,
God.
oh,
Jesus,
Who all
I'm
gets to
done.
judge you? How did they even pick that?
Can you
God.
imagine? Hold on, I just thought of this.
oh my
Can you
God.
imagine Zito as a child, like one of those fucking kids who just never shut the fuck up and ask you questions? Can you imagine what it was like as a child?
Yeah, I was really
man.
silent. That's why I ask so many questions now.
Oh,
I talk too much now because I never talked when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
that's very
That's
surprising.
a shame. I think you should have talked a lot. I think people deserve to hear you. I think you should talk a lot.
I'd probably be fucked up right
I don't
now.
have to live with you, so I don't really care. I only got to see you at the house here, but in my office is nowhere near where you're at all day, so it's perfect for me. I enjoy how much you talk, but picturing a baby Zito is a wild situation. Like mentally, it's a
looks the
wild.
same.
Yeah,
Just fucking.
with a diaper. I picture you with a diaper. That should be Halloween next year.
Just chewing on a big rubber hot dog all the time in your crib.
What were you, Juan Snow, last year?
Juan Snow. Yeah, this year's gonna be way better.
Did you write off the sword because you used it in content?
I forgot, but I wrote my camera off, and I got a lot of money back for that.
Are you going to be Juan Burgundy? Oh. That would be a good one.
I was actually going to be Fat Joe, but that might be better.
Oh, Fat Joe might be dead. It might be relevant by then. You know what I mean? He might die. Who knows what's going to happen? Is Fat Joe okay? That Avicii story was sad. Did you see what his parents said?
Yeah.
That shit was sad, dude. That is really sad. All of the people who are super talented and super creative, it's kind of a scary thing, to be honest, for me to think about. Like super creative people who don't sleep much and stuff like that, and their brains never stop. It always seems as if they're the most miserable people in the end. It always seems like that. Everybody. Robin Williams, Chris Farley. You go down the list. Heath Ledger, now Avicii. You go down just the list.
That's very true.
What's his name? The guy from Nirvana?
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain. Literally, like,
There's a long list.
you just go through that list of people who are just super creative that are just like, that's a wild. It's very scary, to be honest. It's very, very nerve-wracking.
It's almost like there's something, that comes along with being a genius, like a price you pay for having genius. In
for
anything,
overthinking
you know what I mean?
everything.
Yeah.
Because you start figuring things out, I bet, and it becomes a pretty fucking, like, the more and more you learn about things, normally the more and more disappointed you become with
You're
them.
right. It can drive you
If-
crazy.
If I've learned anything in the world that I've got a chance to live, the more and more you learn about people and things, the more and more disappointed you become. You're like,
Right.
man, all that shit I thought was, and it's just not. You know what I mean? When you get a peek behind the curtain for a lot of things, and that could probably become a bit depressing whenever everything you've
really
ever
could.
dreamed of becomes like a,
Right.
this sucks, actually. That's, well, see you later.
That's got to be scary for you guys.
Diggs, you don't think your brain's ever going to get that emotionally invested?
I don't seek to further any knowledge.
That's hysterical. Nick, did you give your favorite news story?
Nope.
What is it?
Let's get into it.
Yep. Jim Kong update. I'm so happy we're doing
Oh,
this.
this is a good one.
Nice.
Time now for the Jim Kong update on the Pat McAfee Show.
Nice.
North Korea's main nuclear test site has collapsed following its latest bomb test and could be at risk of leaking radiation. As a result, the Punggye site under Mount Mantap has been rendered unsafe for further testing and should be monitored.
This is the most Jim Kong thing I've ever seen. Build his nuke site on sand, not on brick. What a fucking idiot, bro. What an idiot. Oh, man.
That's his
bad.
version of making like sandcastles, just building nukes on it.
What a dumbass, bro.
Now, like, I assume, like, that's their whole. That was, like, it says one of their nuke sites. I assume that's the only one.
Yeah.
The good news is, today, there's a meeting between North and South Korea, and they're going to talk denuclearization.
He's denuclearing himself. His sites are all just going under the earth. They're all just disappearing. He's nuked himself. He's nuked the Sea of Japan. I mean, he's got no other options at this point than to hope that people are willing to accept him back in the world. He's got to go to jail for like war crimes forever, right?
I would think so.
This was Godzilla, by the way.
You seen this movie before?
I'm pretty woke to this one. This is Godzilla.
Oh, man. He's the best, dude.
Godzilla? Or Jim Kong?
Anthony Costanzo in Japan.
So if Jim Kong gets like freed and becomes like a best friend like everywhere, and he buys an NBA team, would you?
That would be awesome.
What team do you think he would buy?
You know what? The NBA is the league that would let him buy one. too,
Sacramento?
Whatever team Jeremy Lin's on.
Could you imagine?
Foxy.
Jesus.
Wow.
What does that mean, Evan?
Yeah, what are you saying? Dennis Rodman's going to be the head coach. If you're saying.
He's a big Jeremy Lin fan.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Where does he play? Charlotte?
I don't know. His
Why
hair
would you assume that?
Why are you assuming that, Foxy?
His hair sucks so bad now.
I can't judge anybody. I can't judge anybody.
Could you imagine Jim Kong and Cuban going at it, though, cross court?
Oh, my God. That'd be great. I still think there was a chance that guy speaking British at the Olympics was actually Jim Kong. I think there's a chance because he went to school in England or something like that.
He did. It's true.
Yeah,
It's either Sweden or Switzerland, but
you get it.
His English has to be pretty good if he's like hanging out with Rodman for a week.
You get it. So he can drop into a British accent. I mean, this guy's a troll. He's a character. He can do that. He's a method actor. Now he's just acting as a dictator.
what do you think a Korean doing a British accent would sound like?
I'd play it. Play that. Play the fucking the fake Jim Kong when he's. What are we here for, boys? When he's looking at all the cops.
You want what? A Korean doing what?
English.
Hey, tea party. with
So bad.
Ni hao Joe Lao sure tea party.
What the fuck was that?
So Tea Party is your
Saying English words, dude.
That one, though, whenever he was speaking to that crowd of police around him,
Yeah.
and they would not move.
I don't have.
Hey,
Korean.
what are we doing here, boys? He says, just trying to watch the game. What if that actually was Jim Kong?
That would be hilarious.
He's like Chappelle doing Little John when he's not doing a song.
What are the chances that you threw out the one language that I can't do an impersonation for?
Which one? The Korean English?
Yeah, I'm not good at Korean British. Do you think Jim Kong would, if he was an owner of a team, would call his own plays?
Yes.
Oh, for
what are you
sure.
talking about? Yeah.
Do you ever want to call your own plays? Because now you have the chance, Pat.
Oh, wow. Good transition right there.
You ever been like just watching an NFL game and
Yeah.
you're
I
like,
did it for 4 years.
What the hell are they doing calling these plays?
Yep,
Yeah.
I did it for 4 years.
With Your Call Football, this puts you in the control of real live professional football game. You make the play calls from your app and then watch the offense run it on the field. 2 teams of full NFL quality players led by former NFL coach Mike Sherman and former NFL player Merrill Hodge.
Hey, Merrill Hodge with that tie. Because he's got that big tie.
Merrill Hodge, big insert guy.
Yeah, he is.
After every down, fans will have 10 seconds to choose one of 3 coach-selected play options. Majority rules, play call with the most votes will be run on the field. You earn points when the play call does well, touchdowns, first downs, things of that nature.
Yep.
You lose points for sacks, fumbles, shit like that, even though I don't think a fumble should be on you. You complete to win over $50,000 in cash prizes. It's a game of skill. You have to read the defenses and game situation to outsmart your friends and win the cash. Unfortunately, they're not for the brand. There's no kickers or punters. And the season is 3 games long, May 3rd, May 10th, and May 17th. May 17th. For the first time ever, you won't just watch the action on the field. You'll control it. Download Your Call Football right now. It's Your Call Football app. Download it today.
Who are the players in this?
Who knows? It's NFL quality
I
players.
think you're playing, Pat.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
how
heard
come
you're
I have
playing.
not been asked to play? Do we have to pass a drug test?
Probably not.
Nope. I'm good. No street drug test, no nothing. I should be quarterback of this thing. Merrill Hodge calling the plays, little puppeteering in there.
Why don't you tweet him?
I'm probably having.
I think you're QB. I think Zito's playing center.
Zito's a goalie. We learned today that Zito is a goalie. Dude.
Golito.
You are incredible.
Yep, they do have a Twitter, Pat.
Who, Merrill Hodge? I'm tweeting him right now.
I'm looking at the roster right now.
Oh yeah, just tweet Haji.
Oh, it's very big.
What do you mean, like 100 players a team, or?
Have you heard of these guys, Ty?
Hold on. Does Your Call Football have a Twitter?
Yes.
What is it, at YCF?
It's at Your Call FB.
Oh, BJ Daniels, the old USF
really?
quarterback. Yeah, he's in there.
He's a tank.
Hey, Merrill Hodge.
Anyone else?
I know a quarterback with a perfect passer rating on Thanksgiving. I know. Does your Call Football team need the services of a QB who owns a perfect passer rating on Thanksgiving?
So just BJ Daniels.
Yeah, there are not a lot of guys that whose names I recognize on here,
Yeah.
but they look like, there's
Tommy
some big
Armstrong
schools
Jr.
represented.
Who do I beat out for a nose guard?
Who'd you say, Tommy Dreamer?
Tommy Armstrong Jr.
Tommy Dreamer's coming in with the bamboo suit. Come on.
Nick, you know who I bet's in this league is the dude who played at Pitt and then had to go to fucking Cal U. Fuck. He ran like a 4.2.
There's a Pittsburgh State guy.
That's not even anywhere close to Pittsburgh.
You should think about killing yourself.
That's like Kansas or something like that.
That's a shot out of a cannon.
Tommy Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
That's his name.
What about Richard? The dude that went to Pitt and then went to West Virginia. I can't remember his.
Oh, the running back?
I just sent a tweet that's probably going to get me into a game that I am not ready to do.
Was it Your Call from the Your Call Football app?
Yeah, it's for that. I sent a tweet. I didn't know it was so close, so I probably don't have enough time to get prepared. But
I think you do.
I mean, I just threw the rock around here in the office today.
Yeah.
You're
Felt pretty
spinning the
good.
You're
bill out
loose. I
there.
think you're
Still
loose.
deliver it.
You could do run a lap or two.
Shake her out a little bit.
Stretch your arm.
Do some battle ropes.
what everybody would just start calling QB sneaks on the Your Call football thing. Your call, and just wanting to see me puke out there.
I would.
No, enough with these stupid fans.
You
They
check
don't-
off. You think you can check off?
I was gonna say, yeah. Can the guys audible?
I guarantee it. Yeah. I
They
don't
have
know.
to, right?
I don't know, because if this is for Your Call football, if the thing is 100% like this is the fans' game, the players
aren't
don't
allowed.
matter. They're probably not allowed. You're probably just like you're a pawn out there.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of the Your Call football
Yeah.
app is that you get a chance
Fans
to
are in
actually
control.
control. So it's like one of those situations. So if you want to call a QB sneak for me to puke 5 times in a row,
That's your call.
go ahead and do it. Just know I'm probably going to get loose on a couple of them. I'm going to fake an injury on 1 or 2 too, so I can get a break on the sideline. And then when I'm ready to go back in there,
He's cramping up.
oh my God, it's right before the play call when they send it in. QB sneak. I think I got cramp. Let me know when they vote for a hold my dick.
Hope I don't fumble the snap.
Zito, I would feel really good. I did a lot of what is that? Center quarterback exchanges.
Yeah.
Quarterback center exchanges. I did a lot of that in my career.
It's like dealing cards.
No, that's handing off the actual snap. I had to do actually a lot of those because that was the number one thing they were worried about if I was to get in a game is just make sure you can get the fucking ball because what happens with some backups, that's why you always see it happen is the exchange is always fumbled and that's an immediate fucking game stopper.
Which is wild to me. Like you've been taking snaps your entire life. Like how the fuck can you not?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it either. Because it's very simple. Like every time they spoke to me about it, it was as if
You just ride the center.
this is the hardest thing on earth. Like every time there's a new quarterback coach that came in, they're like, Pat is our emergency quarterback. If you want to show him some plays or get him some work or whatever, like sounds good. They come in and always be like, now getting the snap is a big deal and it's the most important part of this whole thing. It like sit me down for like a fucking like a diatribe basically about how this is the hardest thing ever. And then I'm like, did I just go like this and just do that? Yeah, got it. Yeah, absolutely got it. All right, well, you need to take 20 of them real quick. So now this new like rookie center who's on the practice squad, I've never met him. I got my hands up his fucking ass now. It's not a normal thing for me. So this is a weird situation. I get like the first 5 and I'm like, I feel real comfortable. Do I have to really do 15 more of this? Yeah, let's go. Oh, God damn. We're up in there. You know what I mean? It's making small talk. Settle! Guys, great shorts you got on right now. You're real delicate with that first one. Go ahead. Don't be scared to fire it up into my hands there, little guy. Hey! White 18! That was my number. Even though it's red 18, I want white 18. Just a little difference. Little couple, 2 of them. White 18. White 18. Go! Bang! It's always on that rhythm, man.
Mine was always red 8.
Oh, I like red 8. I did white 18 because red 18 was Peyton's. He did a lot of that. You know what I mean? And I was just nervous. So just like I did with the steak with the medium plus, I did his ducks
I'm
too.
gonna do what he's
I'm
doing.
just gonna do whatever that guy does. Omaha. What the fuck does that mean? What I just said there? Apple. Stop being an asshole. Chuck Pagano. That's one of my favorite moments. Is whenever we played the Miami Dolphins, and we were down the Charlie Whitehurst.
Oh boy.
Everybody was hurt. Like,
Touchdown, Jesus.
yeah, and going into the week of game planning, Tuesdays are off day, and Chuck was doing his press conference, and I was watching it. I don't remember if it was on TV or on my phone, but I was watching it because I had a lot of questions too. Because this was the end of the season, we had no team, nobody on our team. We had no team. Our team was just completely annihilated. This is when Hasselbeck died, after Andrew Luck died, and then now we got Charlie Whitehurst, who's about dead. I mean, it was just like a bad year. And a reporter goes like, "Who's playing quarterback this weekend?" He goes, "We'll figure out a guy should get in there. Maybe have Pat McAfee get in there." And I'm watching this. Charlie Whitehurst had already been hurt at this point. He got hurt in Miami. He ripped his hamstring. So we were down 3 quarterbacks. We brought in African-American dude, played for Tampa Bay. Didn't work out well.
Josh
Jackson.
Nope. Freeman. Josh Freeman. He was playing for some like IFL league the week before in like Long Island. I forget the team name. And then he brought in another guy.
First round pick was Josh Freeman too, I think, right?
Yeah, this was way after he was.
Yeah,
this
I
is
know.
way
He
after
didn't- he never worked
the
out.
world figured out. He was, and then there was another guy. There was another quarterback. There was 2 quarterbacks that we picked up literally off the street. And he says this on Tuesday, the press conference. He's like, "We got plans. We're shining a couple guys. Maybe get Pat McAfee in there." And I'm sitting at home like, "What the fuck did you just say?" We got 1 game left until this offseason. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks die out there this year. I ain't going out there, cuz. So the next day I walk in and I'm expecting a conversation with Chuck, you know? And we like walk in before the team meeting. I like look at him, like looking at him, like, do you have something to tell me right now? Like, we're just gonna act like what you said yesterday wasn't like yo, Pat, you might be dying on Sunday. Like, are we not gonna talk about that? And he's like, good morning. Let's have a week. Let's have a good one. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna act like it didn't happen. And Thursday, same thing. Friday, same thing. Saturday morning, he comes up to me after our walkthrough, and he goes, Shay, why don't you go get some center quarterback exchanges because you might get in if all hell breaks loose tomorrow. I'm like, Chuck, we are on our 5th quarterback. All hell has broken loose. And I heard this in your press conference on Tuesday. I just thought we would talk about it before the game. He goes, listen, we got these 2 guys playing. They want to play so bad. It's going to take a lot to knock them out. But if they get out, you need to go in. Sound good? I'm like, normally I would love this opportunity. But, man, I'm like, what? I'm 28 hours away from the offseason right now. And we have not won a lot. And our quarterbacks have been getting crushed. And he goes, just go do some fucking quarterback shit. I'm like, you got it. So they got me over there. And obviously Chuck's still there. They got the quarterback coach there. And I am full on. I get under center. And I forget who it was. I think it was a rookie center. And I'm like, hey, buddy, we're running a fucking sneak right here, right up the gut, all right? He goes, okay, sounds good. And then you hear Chuck go, no, we are not. We're just doing the fucking center quarterback exchange. I'm like, okay, sounds good. So I take the first one. I do it regularly. Set, go. 180, and it's just a regular one. He hands it back, and Chuck's like, good. So let's get a couple more so we can get out of here with a little bit of confidence. I said, you got confidence? Where is your confidence coming from? We saw these guys play quarterback this week. I think there was 4 completions all goddamn game, all goddamn practice. He was like, come on, stop being a fucking asshole. I'm like, you got it. So like, I'm fucking underneath. I go, set, go. And the guy gets down, and I go, I do a full Omaha, and I back up into shotgun, right? And I'm like, now I'm 7 yards behind the center, and Chuck is right to his right, like hands on his fucking hips, just like so disgusted, so absolutely disgusted. And I like do the whole Peyton like left leg back thing, and I'm like, apple, and Chuck's like, you don't even know what the fuck that is. I said, no, I don't, Chuck. You're 100% right, Chuck. But let me tell you what it's going to sound like if I do get into a game. It's going to sound a lot like what just happened there, and I'm going to go like, hey, TY, hey. Yeah, we're punting the fucking ball right now. Yeah. Hey, yeah, you. Kobe. Yeah, hey. Don't worry about the going out for anything. I am punting it. Let's just get this the fuck off the field. It's first down. Somebody will say, I do not care. Off season is 4 quarters away. Chuck, let's go ahead and have a good time. So then I do the full thing, and I do the Peyton fucking thing, and I catch it. And Chuck goes, that actually looks like the big fella right there. You ever do that before? I'm like, yeah, I think I will. He goes, we'll go shotgun every time you get in. I'm like, sounds good. Let's hope I don't fucking get in. He goes, only if all hell breaks loose, Pat. And I go, Chuck. He goes, I know. This season has gone to shit. But let's get a win tomorrow. And I was like, you got it, cuz. And we walked off. And I just would love to know, like in Chuck's head, as he was going to bed before that game, because it was a big game on whether or not Chuck was going to get his job back. And it's one of the best coaching jobs in history, by the way. We had 2 quarterbacks that were in the IFL that came in on Wednesday. They completed 0 passes Wednesday, Thursday. We won a game on Sunday with them, had a 2-minute drill, like run down the field, win in a 2-minute drill. I mean, it was like an incredible feat. I forget the name of the other quarterback, and it's not going to be good. I forget the name of it. You should check it out. He did a 2-minute thing. And it was just,
he did?
Yeah, he did the 2 minutes. So they had Josh Freeman start the game, and then when the 2-minute drill came in, this dude comes in and throws a touchdown to Akeem Nicks, I think. And it was just like bing, bang, boom, and everybody was just but it was one of the best coaching things I've ever seen, to be honest. And it saved Chuck his job. But I like to think of the night before when he was laying in bed. He's like, these 2 quarterbacks I know nothing about. This guy's playing in a fucking like IFL last week. And if they get hurt, who do I got to rely on? Fucking McAfee with his fucking Omaha shotgun. What if he does punt the ball on first down? What if he does do that? I don't fuck me. And then he just probably drugged himself to sleep with Ambien or something and just prayed to God that would never happen. What a moment, dude.
I can't believe it's come to this.
I can't believe this. I'm in the NFL. This is supposed to be the top of the clash. And I got to deal with this fucking guy who refuses to go in as an emergency quarterback because he doesn't want to die. Doesn't want to die. It was awesome. Zita, favorite thing that happened this week? Look him up.
I am.
What is it?
I'm looking.
the
Wasn't
game.
Ryan Lindley?
Yes, it was Lindley.
Oh, he's went to the Cardinals.
It was Lindley. It was fucking Lindley. Huh. Yeah, and he did the 2-minute drill, like drove him down, and there was like a video of other teams where he had previously been watching it, like in the locker room before their game, or I think it was before or after their game, and they all just start cheering for him real hard. I guess,
I bet.
Yeah, because he was like this like third string quarterback basically his entire career, and then we put him in last game, and him and Josh Freeman tag team to get a win. It was a pretty awesome little story.
What a moment to get in just to run the 2-minute drill and you score a winning touchdown.
I think it might have been end of half.
Oh, okay.
But it definitely it might have been end of game. I don't know, to be honest. I have no idea.
But he got some play after this. He got another.
Yeah, he started in a
deal?
playoff game for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh man, let me find this fucking thing. Titans versus Colts, Week 17 highlights. Recently signed Josh Freeman and Ryan Lindley each threw one touchdown pass in the first half. Yeah, so we didn't score in the second half. They figured us out at halftime. They did some adjustments, but we still fucking won the game. It was awesome.
Did Freeman get hurt? Is that why Lindley came in?
No, Lindley only came in for the 2-minute drill.
Oh, so Freeman just wasn't the 2-minute quarterback.
So they had to learn an entire fucking playbook in 3 days. So they were like, you just focus on the 2-minute drill playbook.
That's
And
amazing.
it was incredible
That
coaching.
is fucking smart as
I'm
fuck.
telling you, it was incredible coaching. And they will never get credit for it, but it was incredible because they go in. So Ryan Lindley goes in.
Yeah.
I think I'm fucking number 2 all of a sudden.
Right.
So like I actually had to ask, like, because they didn't tell anybody that this was happening on the offense or the like they told the offense obviously I assume, but they didn't tell the defense or they think it wasn't a team meeting thing. Like Ryan Lindley will be doing a 2-minute, Josh Freeman will be starting the game or whatever. So as soon as Josh Freeman comes out and Ryan Lindley goes in, I look at Vinatieri. Bro, am I a backup fucking quarterback right now? Is Josh Freeman hurt? We knew this was going to happen. Chuck told me that Josh Freeman would only come out if we had to drag him out of the fucking game. He's standing over there. Does he have a concussion? Like, am I the backup quarterback? Is this little white dude right here in quarterback right now one concussion away from me fucking playing quarterback? And Vinatieri's like, I think so, bud. So I go up to Hasselbeck. I go, what the fuck happened to Josh Freeman? Is he dead? I was like, am I backup quarterback right now, Hasselbeck? And Hasselbeck goes like, because Hasselbeck's a dick. He goes, yeah, Freeman got a concussion. I was like, you're like, was anybody going to tell me? He was like, no, dude, like this was the plan from the beginning. Have Ryan Lindley. I was like, oh, God. I got white pants on, you fucking tell me that bullshit. He really was. He was like, yeah, concussion. Oh, my God, Hasselbeck. Because Hasselbeck could sense the fear in me. Sense the fear.
He's like, I got to go for
Freeman's in
this.
the CFL now. I just checked.
Really?
Check what team he was on before that, though, because it is hysterical listening to Chuck tell the story about that game. Because
Was it the Vikings?
No. It was not an NFL.
Was it the Brooklyn Bolts?
There it is. It might have been the it was that because we signed him from that roster. So like Chuck, my conversation.
Yep, the Brooklyn Bolts.
Yeah, so Chuck and I's conversation while doing that fucking quarterback center exchange. He was like, this guy was on the Brooklyn Bolts last week. Like, he's not going to come out of the NFL game no matter what happens, basically. And I was
It
like,
was so fast he showed up to your camp and just had scratched out the B and put a C. on his hat.
You know, the even funnier part was that was his like last game in the NFL, obviously. But now, for the last 3 years, he hasn't been doing anything. This is his first year back in the CFL. Like, so after that game, he quit football. I think
not a bad move. Come in there after 3 days, come from the Brooklyn Bolts straight up to the Colts, win a game, and go ahead and sail off into the sunset.
Did it.
Until you need money again. And then go to Canada.
How many quarterbacks were on the sideline?
So it was Luck,
Yep.
Stephen Morris, because he was on the practice squad, Hasselbeck, Charlie Whitehurst, Ryan Lindley, and myself while Josh Freeman's out there. Yeah.
7
Nice.
quarterbacks.
Yeah, 7 quarterbacks on the team. It was a fucking wild season. Nobody will give Chuck and his coaching staff credit for that. I think it was Clyde Christensen was the quarterback coach at the time. He's down in Miami. Nobody will ever give them credit for that because that was – and Josh Freeman and Ryan Lindley did not look like high school quarterbacks during the week, let alone college or NFL quarterbacks. They weren't hitting a single thing. Like, not a single pass was being completed. Like, everybody on the team was like, we're fucked.
he went 15 for 30 in that game for 150 yards.
Yeah. Who scored the touchdown for Lindley? Was it Nix? I think it was Akeem Nix, maybe.
I don't know. I'd have to check.
It's like the most
Or Andre
basic
Johnson.
fucking stat line you could have.
Yeah. And we won. And I think it might have been Andre Johnson, maybe. Because
I'll look it up.
Andre Johnson, whenever we never used him. We never used him, and then we did use him. He like just scored touchdowns. It was very interesting to me. He went and played. We played Houston at Houston. I think he had like 16 touchdowns or something because he was trying to ball out against Houston. I was like, we should probably do that every fucking game. I think we should think about using that guy a little bit.
All right, hold on, I got the
If
game.
if that was your call football, I would have been like, dial up that big motherfucker on the outside that beat the hell out of Cortland Finnegan a few years ago.
Lindley. All right, so there was two. Yeah, it was Andre Johnson.
Andre, yeah, there it is. Andre Johnson.
Freeman threw his to Kobe Fleener.
Yep. Kobe would have been blocking for a punt if I was quarterback. I alluded to that earlier. Ain't nobody scoring touchdowns today. Get off time would have been so quick, too. If I went bing, bing, I'd been like, boom, boom. See you later. Zito, favorite thing that happened this week?
I don't know how I'm gonna follow up that story, but there in North Carolina there was a 4-foot fish found, and it was mutated fluorescent fish spotted in a lake.
Yo, it's Godzilla now, right? Ain't that Godzilla?
For 4 feet? Nah.
Yeah, but
Godzilla
that's just
don't
the
deal with 4
beginnings.
feet.
Yeah, it's a kid. It's like a Godzilla kid.
It's a baby. It's a baby Godzilla.
4-foot fish is big too. Like that's a big fish.
It's
a
when it
lake,
quits the
4 foot.
forfeit one, the one that
4-foot fish. That's a big fish.
Where was this found
I
at?
give up.
North Carolina.
Nah, it ain't Godzilla.
You say it was fluorescent?
It was a
colored?
fluorescent fish.
It
yeah.
glowed?
Yeah.
it glowed. Hey, that thing seemed to glow down the river right there. 4-foot fit. That's 48 inches. That's a large fish.
They have catfish that big in the Ohio River.
But in a lake though. This is in an all.
Yeah, it's like your standard barracuda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Not fluorescent though.
How often do you see you just a barracuda? Like you see barracudas often?
We swam with them in the fucking Dominican when we were there.
Yeah, you better hope you don't have anything shiny, reflective on you.
They'll go after it.
They're like Zito.
People throw rocks at things that shine. Says Taylor Swift.
Can you do a swipe of the...
I can't really
Is
see it. It just looks like a blue fish.
Looks like a squid.
Looks like a thermal image.
Is that a thermal image?
No, that's actual
Video?
fish. It actually might be a swimming tube.
A what?
One of those tubes. Actually, never mind.
It's
Are you
just
saying
some
this whole
dude on a
story-
raft.
I don't know.
Jeez.
Is this a real story?
This is a real story, yeah.
Then what
But
do you...
it just looks like a dead fish in the middle.
Well, they probably found it because it died, right? I
Yeah,
assume that's why
probably.
they found it.
Floated the
What killed the 4-foot fish? We should be looking for that.
I assume there was a big fucking rave party on that lake, and they threw all their fucking rave neon shit, glow sticks into the lake.
Swallowed
and
them,
the fish
and now it's
swallowed it.
glowing.
They always talked about how dangerous those were. You remember? Like, the glow stuff is dangerous.
Well, it wasn't the glow sticks. He actually overdosed on ecstasy, but
Who, the fish?
At the rave.
Kid was getting down.
Were you guys ever at? So you know those glow stick necklaces that everyone used to wear. I can't remember if it was at like a high school dance or something like that, but somebody was wearing them and they were just like chewing it the entire time, and then it burst inside of their mouth, and they're like, "That's not fucking good."
Yeah, everybody's talking about how they could. I used to write stuff with them. You remember when you could write
Yep.
stuff with them? That was a good time.
Like I'll kill you or something like that.
No, nope.
Trying to have a good
I
time.
don't think I ever wrote that.
I figured I would sneak into one of my friends' bathrooms and like write it on the mirror like that. So when
Oh, so when they walk in there,
Yeah.
they
No one
want
see
to
it till
move
you turn the
out.
light off.
yeah,
Yeah.
Who
That's
put
just me.
murder on my mirror?
when,
just
when we
kinda
were
fucked up, isn't
when
it?
we were in West Virginia in Morgantown for Rough and Rowdy, I purposely just stayed in the shower and made it real steamy, and then I wrote "help" backwards on the
Door?
the what's it called, shower door. So like the maid or the next person who showered in there had to see the help when it got steamy again.
You gotta be the dumbest. You have gotta be. How about just the forethinking there? The forward.
I'll
thinking.
never know. I'll never know either. But
It was just a moment that you and her had, or him had, that you guys will never know existed. But you know that at one moment there was a little bit of a freak out.
yep,
It was like, oh shit.
what happened in here?
There's gonna be a murder there, and your like DNA is on
You're
there.
right.
You're just done for.
Ty Schmidt, for everything that happened this week.
I think probably Kanye being on a heater. He might
Yeah.
run for president in 2020. Him and Trump are a real buddy. It's been a good week. It's good to see Kanye back on top.
Kanye is woke. He's
Yeah.
in the mindset. Like right now, he is 1,000% on that same shit that Jim Carrey took. It's either DMT or ayahuasca or whatever it is, where that you just become like a fully woken individual. And if he was super depressed and doing his thing, there is a chance he went and did that ayahuasca stuff. You know what I mean?
He's
There's
just
a
on
real
a journey right now.
Yeah. Because
Living
everybody
it
you
up.
talk to that has done that, Are they not like the most woke motherfuckers on earth?
Yeah, when they come out on the other side.
Yeah,
for
they're
sure.
just like super perspective, everything. He said something today that I retweeted that was incredibly deep, like next level deep. I don't know what drugs get you there. It's got to be this shit. He said, your conscience should allow a physical manifestation of your subconscious, but right now most people's conscience is too affected by other people's thoughts, and it creates a disconnect from you doing what you actually feel now.
He's definitely done the ayahuasca
He's
shit.
so deep in there. He's so deep in there right now. So deep in there.
Could you follow that?
What's that?
Could you follow that?
Yes.
Okay.
Could you?
No.
I'm not on a high enough plane.
No.
Really?
I'm not woke enough to even. I didn't understand any of it.
I mean, I
It's talking
got,
about people judging them, right? And you're too
Yeah.
worried about what they think to be
Yeah.
yourself
I mean, I
or what you
got
really
it.
want to be.
All right, it's basically talking about people following other people. Like,
Yeah.
What they actually want to do and what they actually do is completely depicted upon the opinions of others, basically. Right? That's what he said there. But the way he laid it out there is, I think the way you tell a story is the depth of it, right? Isn't that not kind of the way it goes?
Yeah.
Because anybody can say I rely on nobody, and then, or you could hear Mike Barwas say like, sometimes you have to burn the bridge behind you so it leaves you no room for retreat. Like that's the
Right.
depth of it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the depth of it, and I think it's just so interesting watching Kanye and not back down either.
No.
Not back down. He's like tripling down, quadrupling down. And now he's got people texting him like, yo, cuz, you're fucking ruining everything.
What's going on, man?
John Legend sent him a text. His lady sent him. He was like, my wife just texted me, telling me to let you guys know I don't agree with everything Trump says. Like Kim's like, honey, the fuck are we doing right now?
Honey, Chris texted me to text you. Can we talk about his fucking house? Not enough people are talking about. What is he fucking? He has no plants, no fucking pictures, no. It's just white brick.
And all
What
he wants
happens when you're woke?
he said he wants to decorate hotels, right, and nail it.
That's what it's gonna be.
All I want to do is decorate hotels and nail it. That's like an actual song is something he wants to do. If that,
It's white concrete. His house is all white concrete.
You don't need color is a waste of time. Decorations are a waste of time and effort.
Looks
He's-
like he had
he's woke
fucking.
now.
He had Flintstone furniture.
Yeah,
It's like stone fucking.
minimalist.
Blew my mind.
it was a bad looking house.
Yeah, it was
design
not
wise. It's big though. It's a big one. It's a big hall. That's a long hallway. There's a lot of things to do there. Probably should let me decorate that. Hey, listen, cuz we can get golden tea right over here. We can put golden tea right over here, cuz. Not a big deal. Sneak it in one of these little caverns you got.
This is literally what Woldstar did to your house, though. They made fun of your house for having no furniture.
Yeah, they did.
So we're
Hood
doing the
rich
same thing.
motherfucker, they said to me. Look at that. What do they want? What do you want from me?
The tables have
We had to
turned.
move the table to put the game in.
Yeah, and there was clearly a couch at the beginning of the video. But it is true, though. But we saw a little bit of his decoration. Did you see Kim say, can we now use the house for keeping up with the Kardashians?
Yeah, it was like not part. They weren't allowed to.
Because I assume Kanye had this rule, like no cameras inside the house ever. And then people were like, yo, you seem to be in a bad spot. And he's like, oh, fuck you. Look at this. Look at me. This is my motherfucking hallway, cuz. Flexing on IG. Got him. That's hysterical. At Ty Schmidt, you said your favorite thing was Kanye. At Evan Foxy, your favorite thing that happened this week.
This week, sports have been awesome, so I got to go with that. LeBron hitting the buzzer beater last night was great, and hockey was great too. The Game 7, you can't beat that. We got the draft. I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, Penn start tonight.
Is that tonight?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm looking up the definition of awesome. Because you said him hitting that was great. You said
His favorite story of the week is I believe he said sports are awesome. So
yeah, but then he said
Sports this week.
the
have been
LeBron
awesome.
thing you said was great. So there's gonna be a lot of Indiana Pacers fans who are gonna come after me because I said that sports were awesome 2 nights ago. Whenever the Game 7 hockey was 4-4 at one point,
Yeah.
and LeBron had just hit a buzzer beater in the NHL in the NBA fucking playoffs, and then earlier in the day. The soccer thing was going on with Real Madrid. I mean, I was like, sports are awesome is what I said. And I had a bunch of people saying, oh, you're not this is a so-called Pacer fan, Pat McAfee. By the way, You haven't seen me in a single game this year.
Right.
Just for future reference. I support the Pacers winning because people in this town are genuinely happier whenever the Pacers are winning, and that makes me happier. And I will become a fan, but this is a brand new Pacer team. Like, I'm not just hopping on board with any team. I'm friends with Tucker Barnhart. That's why I am a Reds fan. I was friends with Roy Hibbert when he was here. I was friends with those guys. I got a chance to go to practice with them. Larry Bird had me at practice. I was friends with that whole group. This is an entire new world now. This is a whole new team. So do I like them? Yes. Have I bought 5,000 tickets before for a playoff game because they were scared they weren't going to sell out and give them away to people in Indianapolis community? Yes, I have done that. Yes, I have done that. So-called Indianapolis people coming after me. Awesome says extremely impressive or daunting.
No.
And
which is exactly what you were
extremely
saying.
impressive is what that thing was.
This is an impressive ass fucking week.
That was an impressive fucking sports thing. It was awesome. That LeBron James last minute shot is just so good because
it was awesome.
It's great for the people who love LeBron, and it's even better for the people that hate him because the first thing they did, they were like, this is only the second time in his entire career he's ever done that. So please enjoy the moment. It doesn't come often. Everybody's like, God, you have to hate on him. He just swatted the shit out of it one side, which everybody now says is goaltending. And then he fucking does that on the other. It's just awesome. It was good sports, really good sports.
I'm just happy the series is exciting. To be honest, I just thought we were going to get our fucking heads kicked in the whole time.
The Pacer team's good, huh?
Yeah, they're one piece away.
And Oladipo isn't shooting great.
He played terrible last night.
Yeah.
And they're still in games, though. It's like incredible. They were down 2. Old Sabonis misses the layup.
Yeah.
And then he comes back down on the other end and hits another like mid-range jumper out of nowhere. They're like a fun team. In a couple of years, could be a lot of fun to watch. And Glenn Robinson's on their team, and he's hurt. Glenn Robinson, the guy that won the dunk contest last year.
Yep.
He's hurt, I think.
He's good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
good.
he could end up really.
Yeah, he's a good basketball player, too.
Friend of the show.
And I assume they got to... He was on the show one time.
The very first one.
I assume they're going to have a lot of money at some point.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I don't know what their contract situation is, but I can't imagine they're spending a lot on the guys they have right now.
No.
So I think they're in a really good spot.
And we won't be able to get like any of the
top tier.
But you can get some great players.
Yeah,
and Nate McMillan seems to be a good coach, by the way. He seems to be a good coach.
Players coach, big time.
Yeah.
And he was a stud basketball player. They were digging into his history there last game. I guess he was a real stud. He coached on the Team USA team, too, for a little bit. So he's like a legit guy.
Yeah, he's got those guys playing defense. If you can do that in the NBA, you're a good coach.
Well, he was wasn't he all defense like a few years in a row? I think that was his big thing, is because they showed a picture of him swatting the fuck out of Jordan, I think it was. I was like, yeah,
nice.
You never see those highlights. You only see Jordan's highlights these days. You never see anything Jordan did bad. So everybody's like, Jordan's so much better than LeBron. I'm like, yeah, you're watching fucking.
If I swatted Jordan, I'd probably put that on a T-shirt and wear that T-shirt.
Dude, I would too.
Yeah, this guy wears a suit. That's how humble he is.
Right.
He should wear that shirt every single day.
I like this guy.
Marvin Harrison should not be doing his collecting. He should be paying other people. I think that was
Is that
like
your favorite story?
just a lunch pail guy, hard hat guy, grinder,
Seriously.
glass eater,
Like, Marv, you got to have somebody do that for you.
Hall of Fame football player in the Hall of Fame, highest honor. He's worked his ass off to become one of the greatest football players to ever exist in the Hall of Fame. Imagine how much time and effort that took. The amount of work.
You don't get to that level by having other people do your little jobs.
That's
okay?
what I'm saying. Even now, he's a blossoming businessman. He's a landlord. He's got some car washes, I've heard. He's got all these things. And he's still out there, boots on the ground, collecting checks.
Car wash is a great front, by the way.
It is.
Good way to clean money.
Another great way, and maybe my favorite story from this week, is you put a string on it, and you put it into the car wash thing, and then you ask for a refund, and then you pull it back out, and now you have $40. And then you drive to 4 different states to do that and collect, what, 10,000? How many? He had a few $1,000, this guy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time.
And he did several states. I mean, he just went on a run there.
Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, and somewhere else. He was just hitting car washes.
Putting in the work. That was a full-time job.
Imagine how clean that fucking car was. How clean that. It was a clean-ass fucking robber. For sure. Booze. At Heartland Booze. Co-host of Snipes Elliott. It is a thing.
It's a thing.
It was on last night, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was
it
it?
was.
Was it?
I sure hope it was.
Great episode. I watched it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did anybody else watch it?
I did.
Yeah,
Probably not.
It's good.
It's a thing. It's the best. It's the best hockey thing I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
It's the thing.
It is a thing.
Not the thing.
I kind of think you guys got cucked a little bit by the Healthy Scratches show.
It's all right. We're a team. You know? It's all for the team. We're hockey. We're
Hockey's
hockey
a big
guys.
team sport.
Hockey is a big team
Yeah.
thing. It's like, hey, if you broadcast about hockey, you're in the club.
Yeah.
Rear Admiral, by the way, very happy that the Boston Bruins made it around so he can continue to be a character. That guy is the fucking best.
Yep.
What do you call me? He called me a cocksucker.
Yeah.
2 seconds in. 2 seconds in. I come in.
That's endearing to him.
I go,
McAfee, you fucking cocksucker.
I cannot wait for Crosby to wipe the fucking floor with the Boston Bruins. I said, oh, cocksucker. Straight, it was his immediate reaction. That guy is hilarious. He is funny as hell, that guy. What is that, Spitting Chicklets?
Yep.
Yeah.
Him and Whitney and
Biz.
Biz, yeah.
That's a pretty solid little lineup there. That show has to be pretty good, I assume.
It is.
Do you guys ever have them on Snipe Sully?
We had RA on before. We've had Grinelli on before.
Yeah.
Biz and Witt are a little busy.
Are
Tough
they?
to get to. Tough to reach, you know?
Are they? Everybody says Whitney's a Muppet. I don't know what that means. I have no clue what
Frankie's
that
big
means.
thing.
I just see it on the internet. I'm like, Whitney, I thought he was pretty good. Everybody's calling him a Muppet. I don't think that's a compliment. Booze, your favorite thing that happened this week?
Scumbag Bill Cosby found guilty on all charges of sexual assault.
That's Philadelphia guy, right?
Yeah.
That's a Philadelphia guy.
We don't like him.
Taking
though. We
L's
don't
this
accept
week, huh?
him.
Flyers out. Meek Mill's out, too, though.
Did you see what that dickhead said?
Yeah.
Who?
Meek Mill
No, what do you say?
says he doesn't feel free after being released from prison.
Ready.
Like you were just courtside at the fucking Sixers game. Were you doing that in jail?
Bro. And he was in a helicopter. They got him a helicopter out there, got his barber in there, whipped him up in a good spot.
I mean, Meek does have a handful of really good songs. But, like, I feel like this Eagles run and the one song, was it Dreams and Nightmares?
Yeah.
Like, people are thinking way too highly of Meek Mill right now.
I'm a Meek Mill guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I think he has a real story to tell.
No, yeah, I get that. But, like, before he went in,
Yeah.
all the songs.
Well, he was buried. Like, Drake
ruined
crushed him. Nicki Minaj dumped him.
The crowd
and he was just,
said Drake crushed him.
You don't think you listened to those songs and you didn't agree?
I mean, like, I just listened to Roan do a battle rap, and that guy, Roan crushed people. Roan crushed people. What did Drake say? That he was on a world tour because his girl, Nicki Minaj, was more famous than him? Yeah, everybody knows that. Like, that's not, I don't think he really crushed him. Was back-to-back a much better song? Absolutely. Drake makes bangers. But I don't think he buried. Everybody's like, Meek Mill's taking all these L's. I don't think anything was that bad.
I think when you publicly call someone out like that, like Meek did,
Said he had a ghostwriter.
yeah, unprovoked, just kind of went at him.
He did come out of nowhere there. That was kind of a wild move. Kind of sideways. Plus, he was dating Nicki at the time. Yeah, that was.
That's like, I feel Drake said he was more scared that Nicki was going to say something than he was of whatever Meek was going to say.
Well, that's in a battle rap, right? I mean, we just watched Roan do it for 30 minutes. That's a battle rap
Go
situation.
down one of those holes.
Roan talked a guy to not being fat anymore. Roan rapped a guy
Such a good line.
into not being fat anymore.
Yeah, I couldn't see the screen. I could only hear you playing it. But I was like, man, is this going to
He's
end
very
with just
talented.
a single gunshot? Like the other guys is like, fuck it, you're right.
And no, you thought the guy was going to kill himself.
Yeah.
He was drinking
he
water
was
in there. I
killing
think
it.
he was taking his first step to health with the water drinking. He was the guy did. I don't think the guy responded. I think the guy just went ahead and stopped. Just
gave up.
It's a clean win.
And the King of the Dot, I think that's the battle rap company that he battle rapped for. They tweeted like, "This is why everybody like dances around Roan or something like that, or is like scared to go against Roan."
I saw it too.
Tiptoes around Roan, and they put that video up there. Could imagine like other battle rappers, like imagine Eminem back in the day watching him being like, he's like a good guy. This is not good. Roan put out an EP this week.
It was good.
It was good. Arian Foster also put out music this week.
Also good.
Also great. It was good stuff. Music really gets you. By the way, we're all happy Bill Cosby. I don't know if the whole world is. I assume everybody is. Bill Cosby's been. I thought he was. Honestly, he should have moved to an island and just fucking died.
Fucked off.
Just die. Just
Don't worry, he's going too soon, and an old Nicky boy here is going to win the death pool.
He's definitely going to die within the next 4 or 5 months.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
old as
blind, right?
fuck.
Didn't he become blind right before he
yeah.
went into court? It's a
Yeah.
great gimmick. by the way.
Allegedly.
Good
Blind,
rib.
blind from
faking.
hysteria.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
He called the DA an asshole today
Did he?
because they wanted to revoke bail. And so he said, Cosby's a flight risk. He has a plane.
Yeah.
And Cosby stood up and said, he doesn't have a plane, you asshole.
He's a clean comic, too.
Yeah.
He's a clean comic, and he stands up in court and
Says
drops an
on
asshole.
a court of law.
What a terrible guy.
It gets worse and worse.
Which one was this? Is this all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a case for all of them?
I think
all the cases they
He was
decided
found
to
guilty
pursue.
on every single one.
three
too.
accounts, 3 charges.
Yeah, he was
He's
found
just-
guilty on
So
that.
he was just a terrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible, terrible human.
Piece of shit.
Wow. And back in the day, people could get away with it. Makes you wonder who all.
Yeah, I know, right?
Could they, though?
I mean, he was like super dad of the world.
Sounds like it's catching up to everybody. Sounds like
Yeah.
no one really was getting away with it.
Well, yeah.
What now?
Now, but then.
Like, think about Harvey Weinstein. Like, that guy was just terrible for a long. He was running the award shows of the thing. He was at the top of the top. A terrible person.
Thomas Edison?
Yeah.
Big scumbag.
People forget about that. He was a horrible person. He was
He's electric, though.
Yeah, he was electrocuting people.
He was an electric person, too.
It's like you want to go out on a date and they shock you, you'd be out.
He was a real. He would have been like an X Games guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Going out there putting a fucking key up. Isn't that what he did?
Oh, Tommy Eddie.
That was
Ben
Ben
Franklin.
Yeah, that was Ben Franklin.
Same thing. What did Tom Edison? He did the lights.
He
Got it.
took credit for inventing the light bulb.
Yeah.
Not a bad move. Thomas Jefferson, then. Nope. Is that the guy that went out with the key?
They were probably all scumbags.
Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
Or fucking wooden teeth
Same
and shit.
person.
Ben Franklin was just seeking some type of thrill.
Oh, yeah.
He kept dead bodies in his basement, right?
George Washington?
Dahmer?
No, Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin did. They found like 20 dead bodies after.
Those were cadavers, though.
Yeah, they think he
That's
was.
what you think.
Yeah, but what the fuck is he doing
That's a
experimenting on
great
dead bodies?
way to paint history, by the way.
I think he was trying to go.
Imagine if Jeff Dahmer had a friend in the history books. And like 60 years from now, they're like, oh, he's doing studies on heads in his kitchen. That's why.
He was obviously studying cadavers. What was he, a doctor? No.
No, it was just a specialist.
Yeah.
He was a specialist. Jeffrey Dahmer did a lot of work as a child studying the bone structures of animals in the woods. People forget.
He knew a lot about the anatomy.
He was a terrible guy. Is he dead?
Is he the one that went to Harvard?
Yeah, he died, right?
No.
Somebody killed him.
Yeah, in prison.
Yeah,
he
somebody
died in
attacked
prison.
him and killed him.
Oh, that was the other guy that died this year.
Who?
Fuck. The cult leader.
Oh,
Manson.
Manson.
Yeah, Manson died.
He
Manson went to Harvard?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
you're fucking lying.
I feel like I watched a lot of Manson stuff, and I don't remember Harvard. Not
You're
one
thinking
bit.
of the Unabomber. The
Is that who it
Unabomber
was?
went to Harvard, yeah.
McVeigh?
Kaczynski.
Ted Kaczynski.
Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah.
You get it.
Okay.
McVeigh was the Oklahoma City bomber.
Yeah.
All I know is on Heartland Radio at some point we were talking about a
We should change it to
It should be. Get a bull in here? Get a fucking bull in here. I need a clown.
We were talking about
I need a
serial
bull and a
killers.
couple barrels. We should do a rodeo in here.
We should.
Heartland Rodeo. We should do that. What do we got to do? Just put pads around the walls?
Yep.
And then we all just get bleachers?
Bring in some mud.
Bring in a couple bulls? No mud. We don't clean it up. Just a bull.
Hold on.
What was
I
his name?
need
Tom Kaczynski?
Kaczynski. I need to read you this
Richard
fact.
Koklinski.
Okay, about how easy it was to get in the history books back in the day.
Oh, I'm excited for this because I definitely would have found a way.
Benjamin Franklin noted a principle of refrigeration by observing that on a very hot day, he stayed cooler in a wet shirt in a breeze than he did in a dry one.
Yeah, they were so
Genius.
dumb back in the day, bro.
Pretty good.
Genius.
Such a dumb world back in the day.
They were very observant, though.
Bro, I mean, it's no, they weren't. Only one person in the whole village was, and it was that fucking guy.
Remember when an apple fell and they're like, oh, that's got to be gravity. That happened. They were sitting underneath a tree and the apple fell on his head. Gravity.
Oh,
forgot
did you
about
guys
that.
know we had gravity? No? There you go. Obviously we do.
And that guy got his dick sucked by everybody.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was a hero. He was the Steve Jobs of his time.
What was that guy's name? Johnny Appleseed?
Yeah, he went around chopping down
Yeah.
the cherries, right? Cherry trees.
No, who? It wasn't
The
it.
Apple guy. Tim Cook. That was it.
You get it.
Yeah.
You get it. They were so dumb back in the day, though. So dumb.
Really dumb.
Everybody was so dumb.
It's not that long ago when you think about it.
200 years, yeah.
It is long whenever it comes to technological advances, though, because it's like, what can we create? Like, what's going to happen in 20? They're not even creating new movies anymore. Like, everything's just getting recreated. Like, 20, 30 years from now, what will be? I bet you there will be something, though, that a little fucking McAfee from my nutsack and then somebody else, my kid's nutsack, and then another nutsack, and then all the way down, like, fourth generation, my great-great-great-great-grandkid. He's going to be like, I can't believe my dumbass great-great-grandpa didn't think of this. Like, I assume that's going to happen because I do that right now about the McAfee family a lot. I'm like, these fucking idiots. Why didn't anybody think of this? Like, why didn't anybody in my family think of this?
Why didn't anybody wear a wet shirt on a hot day and stay cool?
I'd be a fucking Jefferson. I'd be a fucking Edison. Like, it could be the McAfee family in there. It's unbelievable. What's up, dog?
I have a question. Did you guys think I was making that Apple thing up?
The gravity? No, I know that happened.
Okay.
Did you just Google it? You felt so good right there when you Googled it and legitimized
Well,
it?
you know, my brain says these things, and then I go on my computer and check to see if they're true or not.
Wayne Newton, right?
No, yep, Wayne Newton. It's Wayne Newton's third law.
What's that one law? What can go wrong with Murphy's?
Yeah.
What can go wrong will go wrong.
People forget about Murphy, man.
Murphy had a bad life.
Yeah.
That dude, everything that could go wrong did go wrong in that guy's life.
Any reaction has an opposite and equal reaction.
What goes up must come down. People forget.
We ain't going down.
Fuck around and never come down. It's like that song's not possible, dude. It's a fucking, there's a scientific theory. You know what I mean? Wiz, you're lying. Have I ever talked to you guys about how fresh I felt in my suit that was tailored right to my body's specifications?
Oh my God, no.
What? I've talked about it. You guys got a chance to hear about it, but maybe it slipped your mind over my excitement, maybe drowned it out the true absolute perfection of the suit that I was wearing when it matched my body and my measurements perfectly. Zito, it's something that you should be looking into soon because it changed my life drastically. I walked in the rooms and doors automatically opened.
Wow.
Yep. Wow. Right from the middle, opened up, and then opened right back.
Were they automatic doors?
Nope. Don't ask questions.
What are we doing here, Zito?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I
walked into a bathroom that was dark. The light came on because
Whoa, that's amazing.
I put my hand on a thing. Water came out.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's all because of how good. And after my hands were wet, guess what I did? I walked over to this little square on the wall. I rubbed my hands in front of it. Paper towels just came out. Yeah, right for me.
Right to you?
Mm-hmm. All because of how goddamn good I looked. Wow. It didn't ever happen when I would wear my normal jorts and tank tops. It's only whenever I got to really turn up a little bit in the high fashion sense. And the only company that did that for me, that changed my life and make me look professional, is Indochino. Indochino is the world's largest made-to-measure menswear company and has been featured in major publications including GQ. Ever heard of it?
Mr. Quarterly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's a gentleman. Forbes. Ever heard of it?
Whoa.
Wow.
The measuring stick for all things successful.
Yep.
In Fast Company. Until the day they make suits and shirts made to your exact measurements for a great fit. Guys love the wide selection of high quality fabrics and the option to personalize all the details, including your lapel, lining, and monogram. Here's how it works. You visit a showroom or shop online at Indochino.com. You pick your fabric. Me? I like a little soft cotton, cuz. Yeah. Put a little polyester in there too. Maybe a mixed blend there. Get a little flexion in there.
80-20?
Yeah, I kind of want it to move with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, nice and soft, cuz. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to be uncomfortable and look good.
No.
That's why you pick your fabric. You choose your customizations, then you submit your measurements, and then you wait for your custom suit to arrive in just a few weeks. This week, listeners of this show can get any premium Indochino suit for just $379. What? Premium, cuz.
Jeez.
Premium. INDOCHINO.com and enter promo code PAT at checkout. That's 50% off the regular price for a made-to-measure premium suit. Plus, shipping free.
Oh my God, dude.
No mention of handling, by the way. Handling, not even a thought here. Shipping free. That's Indochino.com, promo code PAT for any premium suit for just $379 and free shipping. Incredible deal for a suit that will fit you better than anything off the rack ever could because it's made to your measurements. Unbelievable.
They're clearly only doing it because they just love making people look good because they're not getting any profit off. There's no way the margins allow it.
Not with the fabrics that you
No,
purchase.
no.
Nah, it's 50% off right there.
Yeah.
$379 premium suit. Maybe look like an adult, Boost. When the time comes, maybe look like an adult.
I would like that one day.
Maybe go ahead and turn it on up a little bit and get 50% off. Promo code Pat, Indochino.com. Every Friday we have bangers. At Nick Moraldo decided what this is your set. Go. It's your thing.
Well, I asked everyone in the room to throw one in to the hat here, as we often do sometimes. Get a nice little mix of variety.
Transition there.
So let's see what we got here. Let's see what we came up with.
I would like mine to go last, by the way.
It will.
Okay, good. This is Nick's segment. I didn't even know that was a good transition there. That's on me.
Hey, you can play mine whenever.
Todd's losing his shit right now.
Let's go ahead, Nick. You're up. Let's go. Let's get to it before Todd truly dies. Who's this?
This was me.
This is a great song.
Yep. Weather's good.
Southern wind, bro.
Pontoon season around the corner.
Wrong song.
The southern wind sings again another lullaby.
This is Evan's song?
Evan, good
Good for
choice,
you,
too.
Evan.
Thanks, guys.
I like it.
Zach Brown Band, great summertime band.
Great. Just a bunch of southern white guys.
Yeah. Well, he's a barbecue chef.
How southern?
So the music fits the barbecue.
Georgia?
Nice. That's about as far as you want to go south there.
It's too hot lower than that. A lot of humidity lower.
Yeah. Florida's Florida, so.
A Florida man.
As the southern wind sings again another lullaby.
Great song, Evan. This makes me feel good. I'm going to hop on my bike.
Yeah, not freeze your ass off.
Got hypothermia this morning. How does that happen, by the way?
What?
How is it 20 degrees in the morning and 70 in the afternoon?
The sun with the sun.
I'm so confused by this whole atmosphere thing. So confused. I really started thinking about it the other day. I was watching Vice and they were all in.
Don't.
Oh, man. I'm so confused. I'm so confused by it.
Don't.
How's it heating up
I know.
if space is cold and we're ruining the ozone for the... I don't get
Doesn't
it.
make any sense.
I tried to tell all my friends when I was a kid that
Who's
I had
this?
powers. Nobody
This is
wanted
mine.
Okay, Ty, turn this up.
All right. Spent the last month feeling bad by myself. I couldn't speak anything to build hope. And the day came when it hit me like lightning through my veins. A sudden change in my groove and my walk. I got my lion heart.
What is this? Lionheart?
Immortal.
Kid Cudi?
Yep.
June 8th. Kids in Space, cuz, or something?
Kids see ghosts. Yep. Or no, yeah.
Kids in Space. Kid Cudi's good. Who's next?
I'll tell you what's next.
Oh,
Movement.
a little angry.
MVMT.
Hey, that was a little angry, wasn't it?
Spring is right around the corner, and MVMT is dropping all new sunglasses to get you ready for warmer weather.
Wow, I like movement sunglasses a lot.
Okay, so when I was in Louisville this past weekend and I lost my sunglasses, I threw a fit because they were expensive.
You did.
And I'm an idiot because I should have just had movement.
Yep, I agree. You should have had movement sunglasses,
Yep.
and that's why you're so angry. Maybe he's angry
Yeah.
because of what happened with his other bullshit sunglasses when he should have just had the movement sunglasses when everybody else in his office bought them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They look great.
They look like you spent a bunch of money, but you didn't.
Yeah, and everyone thinks they're just a watch company.
Yeah.
But they're more than that. They don't just make great watches, they also make awesome sunglasses and just release a ton of new styles.
Just for future reference, for the people that do think they're just a watch company, like you're in the right because they did start out as just a watch company, but they were so successful at that. What did they say?
We're going to do more.
Let's make some sunglasses.
You know what? The world deserves more of us,
And
and
they're
they are
growing.
100% right. The sunglasses company would have been, I think, if it was its own company, just as big as the watch company, if not larger. Their sunglasses are the greatest I've ever put on my face. I got a weird face. It's big head, big brain in there, Zito.
Big brain.
I wouldn't doubt the next fiscal year we don't see a change here, and they start going by movement, watches, and sunglasses.
Yeah, and they'll probably have something else in the game that they change too. Let's just assume they're going to get in a shoe game soon.
Shoes or belts.
Belts.
Goes
They'll
with
do
it
something.
perfectly, yeah.
They're incredible, though. Their brains are good at this, and I'm happy that they've done it, to be honest. Because my face never found sunglasses that worked until these ones, and they are
Well, you know why?
fire.
They're not that cheap, shitty plastic. They're acetate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did forget that. That was the word I was looking for.
They're also polarized. Let's not forget that.
I still don't fully understand what that means, though. So
When the sun reflects off of both polar caps, it can become stronger. And these sunglasses have the ability to block that
To filter
sun
it out.
You can see really good in water too.
No.
That's what I've heard.
No, I think he's right there, actually.
Which one?
the polar.
You can see through the water, yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought it was the sun coming off both solar
This
caps.
isn't a joke, guys.
Oh no, I'm right.
Yeah, if like fishing digs, you could use these movement sunglasses when you're fishing and see through the water
No, that's
and catch fish.
That's aquapolar.
I've never heard what you said. I've never heard that one. I've heard of polarized though. I've heard of polarized.
Have you heard of polarized for just $70?
No.
Shut the fuck up.
No, because polarized is always that thing that they tag on the end that means like overpriced or whatever.
Yeah.
But it means like it's good quality stuff. That's incredible.
Good quality and good styles with a lot of variety. Classic, trendy, round aviator mirrored for him and her. They
What
don't
are those?
discriminate.
Those are called the phenomenon, right? Or whatever the.
You have the phenomena, and you are a big fan.
Or is it the prodigy?
Prodigy.
You have both. I know you have both.
I think I have both. I really enjoy these sunglasses. The prodigies, though, bang.
You can too. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movement.com/McAfee.
And I think last year you had the icons, the circle ones. You liked those ones a lot too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
They provided you multiples.
The Lennon. There's like the
Lennon ones. Yeah,
I don't know what they were
I
called.
think
though.
they're icons.
Icons, yeah. They got great names too.
Yeah.
Like I have the icon and the prodigy sitting there right on the desk. The two say.
You think they did that because Lennon was an icon?
You know what? I think you're really scratching them more there. Yeah, right there.
I'm pretty on fire right now.
Yeah, yep. I agree. Hitting 1,000. I love those sunglasses though.
You should.
They're
You should go buy a few more. Our listeners should too. mvmt.com/McAfee. Save 15% off.
MCAFEE. Good inflection on that last. I'll tell you what's next though.
Yeah.
By the way, that we were.
I thought you were going to blow that, I'm going to be honest. you really nailed it. You nailed it.
It's always nice to get praise from the fucking ad read king.
Oh, Todd, Mr. McComas there. All right, let's. Whose song's next?
Zito's up next.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
That was gonna be La 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 Bum.
great song. What we should have done is vote beforehand whether or not we thought we would have liked it. By the way,
Every day has been the same old thing.
on my block.
You either working or you're slanging cocaine on my block.
It's a great song.
Cause that's how we was raised on my block. And you stayed on your hop until you made you a nut on my block. To hang out was the thing back then. And even when you left out,
Good
you
barbecue
came
song.
back in. To my block from Holloway.
Meek Mill was talking about this.
This sounds like the guy that put rice.
In my block,
Exhibit.
we were saving up commissary in my block.
Your homeboys from knee high, and even when it was storming outside, that nigga D-By, that's me, dog. On my
Eating
block,
ramen
I ain't
noodles
had
on the
to play
C
big
block.
shot. Niggas knew me back when I was stealing beer from Shamrock.
Meek Mill was king in there, right?
Yeah.
In jail.
100%.
How about him? Hop straight into a helicopter. Right into,
Not a king, Pat. A boss.
great song. I don't know whose choice this is. Whose choice is this?
Mine.
That a boy, Nick. This is a good song. This is a good one.
Great song.
I will forever love Meek Mill because of this song.
riding by Hollywood side, right inside of my Beamer 760. I try me let off 60 shots again. We got the city hiding, popping like it's supposed to be.
may have one of the best
Ain't got no
rappers.
business standing close to me.
T.I.?
So cold up ferocious.
he's legit.
Niggas ain't a dope.
Underrepresented on our list.
Watch your
T.I.
mouth when you approaching me. I fuck with hoes who fuck with hoes who pills and powder socially. I like them, I don't love them, no. Cold heart emotionally.
Oh.
Had me where the ocean
Oh,
is.
Rick Ross thought the
Riding
same
in
thing as me there.
ghost years, slap it with a
I didn't
lot
know
of spit
so.
till she swallow all of it. Call a shot, running shit on some big money shit. Serious about my hustle, all these cowards on that funny shit. Rapping about a bunch of shit and you ain't even done it yet. You the one they gunning at. How I'm supposed to honor that? You all talk dog flow and I ain't having none of that. I'm big boss dog floss all day and run it back. Right.
This is the remix, huh?
Bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I plan the shots.
Woo!
I call the calls. Woo! We in this bitch. It's going down. Yeah, I'm the kid that with my motherfucking
Who's this?
Swizz Beats. You think they were just like, hey, Swizz, like you just want to like throw something out here and we'll stick it on there?
Swizz Beats was awesome back in the day, though. Oh.
Turn it to an M.
Oh.
Used to ride Impala. Turn it to a Benz. Niggas used to hate me. Turn it to my friends. Used to see how people treat you when that money coming in. Bad bitches calling cause I'm ballin'. And these niggas hating on me cause they starving in a parking. At the Martins where they walking. These niggas ain't important. They informants really talking.
You understand a word he's saying, Todd?
I don't. But it's obviously in charge of some people. I've got that much out of it.
Really good management going on right here.
Hey, listen to what happens to this guy right here.
Had a couple seizures, call them minor setbacks.
Oh, that's a shame.
Everybody praying for me, I respect that.
T's and P's.
Woke up in the hospital where my check's at.
Hey, straight
Then
up.
I put 8 chains where my neck's at.
Getting out of here.
You used to say that all the time?
Yeah, it's
nice.
the best. It's my favorite. I'm getting out of here. Put 8 chains where my neck's at. It's time for me to dip out of this little hospital here. That guy goes to the hospital for the best reasons.
Yeah.
Best reasons. What's that, Diggs?
I just had a song change. I sent him a different one. I changed my mind.
Oh, I'm excited. You read the room. Diggs, read the
I
room.
really like the first one. This is gonna be interesting.
Audible.
What's next? Whose song is up next? Let's vote if I think we're going to like it.
Boozer.
Let's go, Booze.
Yeah, I think we're going to like it.
Get it right, Terrio. Oh, kill him. Oh, kill him.
This took over the fucking NFL locker room for a while.
This was on our warm up for lacrosse games.
Shout out.
Big shout out.
Yo, shout out, we're splashing sticks. What's it called?
What, lacrosse?
Yeah.
Wax?
Nets.
Rip twine?
Rip twine, there it is. Splashing nets, chains is frisbee golf.
Upper 90, cuz.
Soccer. Splashing chain, banging chains, frisbee golf. Ripping twine, lacrosse?
Ripping twine.
Of course. Turn it up, we're about to get into some ripping some twine. Oh.
Okay, you 24, let you have that. Now you claiming you the king of New York. What the fuck wrong with you niggas? Step back. 100 shots, aiming straight at your
A lot of rap being represented today, huh?
Yeah. Go back to my first song.
What the fuck I got? Whisper to niggas to earn my respect just to get to these niggas. So either take over a jigger on niggas or really go Tupac and Biggie on niggas.
Huh.
What the fuck wrong?
What I gotta do? Whisper
Now
instead.
really, I'm sick of you niggas. You been in the game like a year. Some training. You feeling yourself, so I'm killing these niggas like.
This is a great remix, huh?
Yeah.
Like if Todd was about to go get into a fight right now, this would be a great song, wouldn't it? What's next, Nick? Who's up next?
Uncle Todd is up next.
I think we're gonna like it.
Go back to my first one.
Oh, no. Cougar.
Great song, Todd.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah.
You ever see the video for this?
Yeah.
Oh man. He's wrapped in leather and chains and shit.
Who is?
Everyone.
When I was a young boy, simple with those young boy ways. Now that I'm getting older, so much older, I long for those young boy days.
with my relationship right now. This song is like, I wish, you're 28, I'm 45. I wish I could experience you when I was younger.
Probably life would be a little different.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
Tell you what,
Pac-Man
this
Jones.
motherfucker knows how to rock.
Pac-Man Jones just posted a video of him doing donuts in a cul-de-sac in a Charger. And he says, "Who wants smoke?"
Pac-Man's going Pac-Man.
This is a great song.
All right, Diggs is up next.
Let's go, Diggs. Do we think we're gonna like it? Yeah.
Nice.
We talked about him this week. I had to.
Old Queen.
Escape from reality. Open your eyes. Look up to the skies and see.
I hit it there, I think.
I'm just
You know?
because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anyway,
Huh?
the wind blows doesn't really matter to me.
You do this one for karaoke. It shows off a great range.
Oh, it does. You're right.
Yeah.
It's also a good excuse if you're late. I'll ask what you were doing if you're late. So I was listening to Bohemian Rhapsody. Sorry. Can't leave it in the middle. You got to finish it out.
What do you want from me?
Life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again,
This time tomorrow.
carry on. Nothing really matters.
What's this song about?
I don't want to tell you what it's about. It'll bring you down.
God, this is like kind of what we started the whole show with. When you start learning about stuff.
Yeah, it ruins it.
My time has come.
What is it, Diggs?
Sent shivers down my spine.
I'm going to look it up before I say it because I don't want to be wrong.
All the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama.
He's going to prison, right? Did he just kill somebody? So he's telling his family bye. Mom, I just killed a man. It's in there.
Yeah, but it could be a metaphor, Bob.
Some say this, when I'm looking at it, some say this was Freddie's coming out song.
Oh.
Oh. Makes sense.
Did I
Oh,
hear
here
that?
it comes. It's about to happen.
There it is.
Just what we waited for. Literally. We had to do this.
I see a little silhouette over my Scaramouche, trying to do the fandango. Thunder, thunder, lightning, very, very frightening. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go. Let me go. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go.
What a song. It is a good song. It really takes you on a full ride there, doesn't it?
It really does. Now it even goes even higher now.
Holy shit. Good for this guy.
Comes in waves.
We had to survive a little bit there to get to that. You know what I mean? Ebbs and flows.
Is he one of the greatest performers, though?
Yes, by far.
Top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound bad. I don't think I've ever
YouTube
seen him
or
perform.
find it on the internet. Queen live at Wembley. It's absurd.
Shad Khan's about to buy that place.
Yeah.
See ya, cuz. Give me that. He says. Gonna park his little yacht right out front, I assume. Shad Khan is living. No, back in the day, he created bumpers. Why couldn't a McAfee think of that? Why couldn't a McAfee think of that?
Tell you what a McAfee did think of.
What's that?
Picking this song to close us out.
You're going into your weekend. Go have a good one. We appreciate you so much. For myself, Booze, Todd, Diggs, Nick, Zito, Ty, and Foxy, go ahead and let this one ride out. And I don't know if you're just if you don't wake up here, I don't know what's wrong with you. To be honest, I have no idea. You've survived a great week, okay? And it doesn't matter where you're from. You got the work week done, and now it's time to let loose a little bit. Whether you want to rest or have a good time, just go ahead out there and live your best life this weekend, because it's not the Capitals' year. This might have been what we should have had Sean come out to.
Yeah, this really gets you going.
And then go into Country Road. We maybe should have went Country Roads into this. It's our fault. Fuck. Have a great weekend.
What you looking at, nigga? What you looking at, nigga? Not me. On my clique, we do drill, my nigga. What you looking at, nigga? What you looking at, nigga? Not me. On my clique, we do drill, my nigga. We too deep up in this bitch. We too deep up in this bitch. It's more of us than it is in the club, stupid bitch. We too deep up in this bitch. We too deep up in this bitch. It's more of us than it is in the club, stupid bitch. Y'all niggas over there. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all hoes over there. Y'all hoes ain't shit. We run this. What? We run this. What? We run this. What? We run this. What? Throw it up. Fucking throw it up. Throw it up. Fucking throw it up. Throw it up. Fucking throw it up. Throw it up. Throw it up. If you scared to throw it up, get the fuck out the club. If you scared to throw it up, get the fuck out the club. If you scared to throw it up, get the fuck out the club. If you scared to throw it up, get the fuck out the club.
The last nigga, it's the pastor. Ready to blast ya. You know, I don't play no motherfucking game. DSGB, you know the name. Wood grain in the motherfucking dually truck. Got the black and red seats with the Georgia tuck. Then I got my helmet hanging out the window. Ready to bust the head of a fucking pretender. Nigga, as soon as I enter, you know I'm making noise. Past Detroit and the East Side boys. AK's bustin', I ride the whole clip. I cut that hoe and let a motherfucking rip. Cause ain't shit is what I live for. Fuck him, fuck her. I'm representing, put some more yak in my mug, so I can throw it up.
Throw it up, fucking throw it up. Throw it up, fucking throw it up.
Hashtag Endgang. Hashtag Endgame. Send us a photo of
Favorite musician?
No. Send a picture of Josh Freeman playing football for the Brooklyn Bolts. If you can find a photo of that, you will win a McAfee Centaur t-shirt. You will potentially randomly selected winners who send in the photo of Josh Freeman playing for the Brooklyn Bolts will could possibly win a McAfee Centaur t-shirt. Ty Schmidt will pick the winners, obviously. That's what Ty does.
Yep. You bet.
I'll tell you what, Ty, you're a really wholesome person.
Really is.
You're one of the most wholesome people I've ever seen in my life.
You're so
That's
wholesome.
not what I heard.
You're so wholesome.
Nick, we don't need any hearsay. We need real talk here. Ty, you are one of the most wholesome people I've ever seen and met. And that's why, guy from Waterloo, Iowa, you can trust him with anything you want. And that's why I trust him with the selections of the McAfee Centaur T-shirts.
I appreciate that.
We call him Quaker here in the office.
Why is that?
He's so wholesome. He's almost a Quaker. Compared to the rest of us, definitely a Quaker.
Show Quaker ass.
Put you on a box of oats.
I mean, you kind of suck how wholesome you are, doesn't he? Kind of sucks.
I mean, it's.
We're thinking like, man, yeah, you're.
I mean, it's not easy being this wholesome.
Yeah, I'm like, where's
It's not easy.
Jesus.
Being cheesy.
I'm like, where'd Pat find this Tim Tebow looking motherfucker?
Yeah, acting.
So,
not
yeah,
looking.
acting.
I mean, he has nothing
It's tough
like
to be
that.
more
look
wholesome than
anything.
Jesus. He had him in his wrists. He had him in his ankles.
Did you guys get it?
That was a good religious joke.
Fucking Italians.
That boy Zito.
You got it.